It's your brother from another mother, AB.Marley here.
It's Nevaeh, your sister from another mister, because you know
Papa was a Rolling Stone. Hey.
Today is Monday,
Hey, happy Mindset Mondays, everybody.
and today's letter is
What? S as in standing? Up.
stand alone,
Possibly too, yeah.
stand tall, stand proud.
And stand firm.
This kind of goes in junction with saying no. Because once you say no, you are indeed on the pathway to standing up for yourself. Not even just standing up for yourself, just standing up for what you believe in and standing your ground on certain issues that may bother you, whether it be with a person or an issue that could be happening in your neighborhood.
So basically, like for an example, where you tend to compromise a lot more on your side for others, and like you tend to like put your feelings aside, and when somebody else is going through something, you're standing down and saying, well, I will take this time to understand how they're feeling, the way they're thinking, because mine is always different from everybody else's. But sometimes, and I'm only speaking from experience, as always, is that I have a tendency to always put everything in a box and just put it to the side and never really dealing with it. And then those can create episodes where people cannot really express how they really feel on the inside. You hold on for it too long, you just end up being paralyzed. So when you understand what your limits are, because you're going to have times where you fail, it allows you to stand firm in what you believe in when somebody is wanting you to do something. So like for an example, at your job, say like you go above and beyond all the time, every time, and you exhaust yourself working hard at this job, but you feel underappreciated, or you get to a level where you want to be at for the time being, and then you set your standards, and then whatever standards that you set for yourself, that you have to stand firm in, regardless if somebody believes in you or not. So that's what it really means. You stand down for a moment to understand, you stand up for what you want to happen, and then you stand firm in what you believe, regardless.
Definitely. You have to take the realization that whenever you do stand up for something, people aren't always going to have the same ideas as you. They might not agree with you just because you stand up for something. And honestly, depending on what it is that you are standing up from, will actually let you know who your friends really are, who is really in your corner. You know, I mean, right now we are going through a lot of things here in our country, from police brutality to Black Lives Matter to the upcoming elections, even with, basketball. I mean, with the way how that's going. I mean, some people are standing firm, like standing tall for Trump. Some people are standing tall for Biden. Some people are standing tall and proud for police officers. Some people are standing proud for, Black Lives Matter. Some people are standing tall and proud for,
police even. Everybody has their different ideas on what they're standing for. But my only thing about that is everybody needs to understand that in order for us to get to this pinpoint, we had to make mistakes and hurt others, sometimes not even intentionally. And that creates a waiver in the thought process of how they stand firm on something. For an example, you know how like when you're growing up with somebody when you're growing up with your peers and someone from the previous generation, you view as an idol because they had reached levels that people always said that they could never reach in those time frames. But the truth of the matter is those legends were once just like us. They started from the beginning and they worked their way. Sometimes you grew up with those people and you didn't even know it. And the thing is, when you gotta learn that during that time is how that person was. We're not speaking into their existence now. Are they still the same as they were before? Have they gained the knowledge and the power that they need? So on and so forth. It doesn't matter. But legends are created, but to make new ones, you have to target certain places where it just feels like what the previous generation lacked in. So having an emotional bearing and understanding how your feelings are to just completely exasperating them. Like, you're not at all
standing for what you believe in, you know. It's really part of your character. It's really part of who you are. That goes with your morals. That goes with understanding who you want around you. Who do you want to inspire? What do you want to do? You know, standing tall is, you know, a big thing that, you know, Kaepernick got a lot of flack for when he was protesting with
peacefully protesting
in the NFL and got blacklisted by the NFL because the year that was his free agency and he never got picked up for another team for it, and that happened about like either 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a good minute ever since.
Right, and now once again here we are. Another situation has arise where someone else has, a black person has lost their life. Not just one person, but multiple black people this year have lost their lives due to police brutality. But I'm not really going to get into that subject.
At least not for right now. We'll come back.
Not right now. But he stood for it. Hold on. He stood for it. And someone said, why would you kneel during the national anthem when that's not going to do anything for people? And then another person countered it by saying, why do you wear pink for October for breast cancer awareness? It's not going to do anything. It just raises awareness. And when I saw that and I heard that, I was like, dang, that's wow. Deep. Like, you can stand up for anything. Even it could be something as simple as you just wanting to get a job, you know, being a teenager wanting to get a job, or maybe you want to get into a different position at your job, or...
Well, okay, so hold on. What I want to talk about and feed off of what you said earlier about Kaepernick, here's the thing that people pretty much use as a platform to blame him and hate on him. At the end of the day, he did a peaceful protest. He took a knee and he did not stand up for the flag. He did not disrespect, in my opinion, the army. And I'm only talking about the certain ones who really do understand that you fought for our freedom to do what we please to do, right? So he had the freedom to peaceful protest. He wasn't stepping on the flag. He wasn't burning the flag. He wasn't flipping the flag off. He just literally said, there is really not justice for everybody, as our pledge says, because it was created during a different time where black people were not even considered an entire human being. Right. So the fact that we're still stuck on stuff like that from the olden days is the problem. So then now you want to use that as an excuse to blacklist him and blackball him for the fact that he peacefully protested and do something that you were hoping that he was going to do.
And to add with that, after the 3 to 4 years that passed that he been blacklisted, now he is getting accepted back into the NFL. But it shouldn't take for it to be a movement going in the entire nation for you to want to go do something, whether it is marketing or actual forgiveness. When it became a problem, then it should have been something that should have been handled. But now, because Black Lives Matter is like a thing where everyone's trying to jump on it, and not even really, whether you care about Black lives or you don't take other people's lives as a marketing scheme, because that's not what it's about. Standing up for yourself in the workplace, I feel like is the most important of all things, because a lot of people, especially co-workers and sometimes managers, feel like they can just take advantage of some of the people who do work the most hardest. Or for the people who do work the hardest, I feel like they are the people that probably get the most flack out of people who lollygag and just get their way around, kind of sort of thing. But most importantly, standing up, you definitely have to do it for yourself. You have to learn how to tell people no, and you have to stand up for yourself, because if you don't stand for nothing, then who are you? What do you believe in? What are you living for if you don't stand for anything? You have to have something that motivates and drives you, and part of your character is you taking charge for the wrongdoings that you feel should be talked about, or things that you feel that you need to voice your opinion on.
There you go.
Not everyone is going to agree with what you say, but it does not matter, because if everyone thought the same way, then there would not be any bad things that ever happen in the world. If everyone thought the same, then there wouldn't always just be good things. You have a mixture of bad and good things that happen. So everyone's thought process is different. For those people who you do voice your opinion to and they don't agree with the things that you say, and you think that they are things that are good, then you just know that everyone can't be in your life, and sometimes you just have to learn how to deal with that.
Well, yeah, to feed off that, what we were basically saying is, in order for you to stand firm in what you believe in, you must make sure that you voice out your opinion. When you hold everything inside and you don't speak about it, that's what causes the problems in the first place, because you're self-frustrated at really yourself for not being able to say what you really felt. So you guys make sure that you take opportunities to take care of yourselves, to make sure that when you are going through these situations, that you stand up, you stand firm, or even sometimes just stand down for the moment. Know your limits, cherish what you have around you, and take good care of yourselves, guys, because it's another Mindset Mondays on how to be self-aware more.
Indeed. Side note, just because people don't agree with what you say, don't be discouraged.
No.
Remember, we talked about this a few weeks ago. Not everyone has the same vision that you do. Stand up for what you believe in and stand proud. And just because someone doesn't like it, oh well. Too bad.
Eventually they'll get over it. They'll be mad for a little while, and then they'll either get over it. If they're a petty person, they're just going to enjoy their time doing stupid stuff. Ignore that.
And out of all honesty, I can't stress this enough. If people don't agree with what you are trying to do with your life, that's good, because it shows you that not everyone is for you, and those are people that you need to lead out of your life. And I know you guys are like, you always say you need to lead people, people are your life, but it's the reality of it. The longer you live, the further you go, whether you become successful or not successful, you want to get the people out of your life who don't belong, because those are going to be the people that weigh you down. Those are going to be the people that are always negative. Those are going to be the people that say that they've been with you forever, and then turn around and be like, hey, I see you got it. You can spot me like $3.
At any rate, there are different opportunities and reasons why this happens. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. All right, peace.
Nevaeh.
AB.Marley here. Make sure you check out our stations and other channels. Like, comment, and subscribe. And wonder why we never get videos done. Because the two of us are very silly.
Speak for yourself.
I was speaking of the both of us.
Oh, your multiple personalities?
In this situation, no.
So in this particular situation.
Yes, in this particular situation.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need
you and I.
Your personality, that's an AB out.
Action. It's your hostess with the mostest and your brother from another mother that truly ain't got no other. It's AB.Marley. Hey guys. I'm Yo, wanted to bring his black ass out. So there you go. God damn.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my hair.
Looking like a Harley Quinn, this motherfucker.
Harley Quinn likes Michael Jackson. Get it right. You just want to continue from this, or do you want to cut this?
No, we can just continue this cut what we need.
Alright.
So I could just start all over, but I'll shorten it. Yeah. It's your brother from another mother that you ain't got no other. AB.Marley here.
And it's your sister, Nevaeh.
Yeah, she flopped it. She bloody flopped it.
Shit. It's always 2 men of art that gets it. Always 2 men.
Because we just want to be fucking stupid all the time.
Okay, for real. Alright.
How?
Alright, for real. You're gonna have to
look at me with a straight face and calm your black ass down like I got to.
My ass is calm. It's sitting in a chair. Speak for your own ass. Alright.
Sorry, it's just a smart ass that doesn't do the talking.
Really? Can it teach me calculus?
No, you just teach you how to be the shit by coming together.
But then I'm gonna be stinky.
Well, you gotta know your own stank before you can move on with your life.
The only stank I wanna be is Mary J. Hey, this is a solo!